Hi again, and thanks for joining the Journey Amplified. On this episode, we have actually very interesting guests, and I'm actually excited for today's episode because I'm just going to leave it there that it's very interesting. Well, we have two amazing people who have been making life beautiful for so many Afro-Caribbeans and anybody else that has had a taste of Orchid's kitchen. Welcome with me today, Orchid and Tony Sewell.
Thank you so much for having us, Daniela. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much.
It is a pleasure to have you, and I really love the yellow, and it complements with the heart, the Bob Marley heart. I love that.
Thank you.
It really brings in the Jamaican vibe in here.
Thank you.
It's really nice. So Orchid, we want to get to know you. We want to know what Orchid's Kitchen is about and what your background has been.
Yes. So I was raised in a home with, it's 8 of us, and my mom is always cooking, so I would always be the one to go to the grocery with my older sister to buy stuff. I would stand and watch them, and from there it just led to me trying things. And I remember when I came to Canada back in the 1988, my husband was in Jamaica, I used to try different things, just try and make different kind of meals. And then when he get to Canada, when he came, we were both living in Montreal. And when he came, I remember one day I made dinner, and he took it for lunch the next day, and his friends were saying, "Oh, your wife didn't cook this. You bought it at a restaurant," because I used to do like his salad, his food, and his dessert. And then they just show up at the house one day and said, "Oh, you need to cook," because they didn't believe him. And it kind of, it started growing. Every time I have a little event and I cook, people were like, "Oh my God, you should have a restaurant." I really didn't believe in myself until people started saying that you should do this, you should do that. And, from there, like, he's always been a person to have my back no matter what. We tried to do something in Ontario when we moved from Montreal, and it didn't work out. So we just kind of let it go and decided to just go on with life.
Right.
But the tables turned and we ended up in New Brunswick.
Oh, wow.
Right? Yeah, so my husband and I, we came on vacation back in 2018, and I wanted to leave Ontario because I just felt like it was a time for us to do something else with our life. Nothing was going good for us in Ontario, as far as I'm concerned. I was stressed most of the time, and I told him, I said, I love it here. I felt like a calling, I tell everybody the story. We went to Alma, I sat on the beach, and I just felt like this is where I need to be. So the moment our vacation ended and we went back to Ontario, I told him, I said, I gotta move. And he's like, "Where?" I said, "Here." He's like, "You don't even have any money, do you? You don't?" I said, "Well, something will happen." And I started applying to jobs, and I got a couple jobs here, and some of them didn't work out. A friend at the time asked me to stay in her home. I stayed there, and we just built from there. He eventually came down, so we actually been here since 2019. I came in June, ending of June, July, and then he came about September, and our story started there. So baby,
Were you? Sorry, Tony. I was just curious when you spoke about Ontario being so stressful. Were you catering in Ontario at the time?
Yes, I worked for a bunch of different companies. Any little events that they had, I worked for different catering companies. They call me for jobs, and I would go and do them through agencies. And then myself, I actually put together parties. My sister would have a party and asked me to cater the food. I did my own party, cater the food. I did little parties in the park, like barbecues in the park, and so far they've been amazing. So I was doing that in Ontario, but in order for me to start a business, I actually even went to a program that they had in Ontario to actually be a part of that program to actually get a loan from the government to start a little business. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. So that was kind of disappointing, but I've been doing little things here and there, friend party, my party, sister party. I've been catering for a lot of different people. So I know the rules of the food and cleanliness and all that stuff, and I end up going to get my food handler's permit.
Oh, nice.
Because I was kind of like into it now. It's like my body was just telling me, and my mind and my heart are saying, this is for you. I've been a customer service rep for many, many years. I've done administration jobs, but I just think every time it's like my calling. It just keeps saying, this is what you need to do. And I just keep experimenting with different things, different food. Jamaican staple food it's already in my DNA, so
Right.
that I know. But I try to do different things to be, what do you say, versatile.
Yeah.
To, so if anybody called me for anything, I can do a Spanish meal, I can do a Jamaican meal, so I try to look at different things, a variety of different food. So I remember a friend was having a party for her daughter and she wanted Spanish. The whole party was supposed to be Spanish. I looked it up, bought the stuff, cooked it for the party. Everybody was like, you're Jamaican, how are you going to cook Spanish food? But it turned out very well. So, I try to not to just stay in the Caribbean thing, but if somebody needs me to cater something, I can do it. Tell me what it is. If it's a Mediterranean meal, African meal, I'm going to find a way to make it, for sure.
Well, I wouldn't put you on the spot for African meal because I know they're not too far apart. But Tony, I know that you have been that right-hand man for Orchid, and what's the journey been like for you?
Difficult. It's been real difficult, but somewhere along the line, we always get through.
Yeah.
Right? And may I add to what she was saying before? She's a jack of all trades when it comes to certain things. Like, she's a trained dancer, because that was her profession. She has her degree in fashion designing.
No way.
She never took off for her. She has her medical, administration, the certificate and degree. Never took off. So I say, you know what? Why don't you just do what you do best?
Right.
Just stick to it. I'll support you in whatever, even though I've get the, no, you're not supporting me. I'm like, yeah, I am. I'm right there, so just do it if you got to do it. I'll be right there, right? So it's been a difficult, tough, hard, very industrious, and I would say pretty much rewarding journey until now, right? Yeah. So we've done it, we've lived it, so we're still continuing.
Right.
So that's just part of life, and we just live the best we can, right?
Absolutely. And look at you both. You have made it this far. She's doing her thing now, and that's.
We might not have a restaurant, but it's one day a week.
Absolutely.
But that one day a week is tiring, but we love it.
Yes.
It takes a lot, but hey, it's worth it just to see the smile on the customer's face.
There you go.
Just the appreciation of what we do.
Yes.
We're not here to compete with anyone. We're just here to give you the best we can.
Absolutely. Yes.
And just make you satisfying and happy with what we can do for you.
Indeed.
Yeah. So
you took the words right out of my mouth, Tony, because I was going to say, what has it been like with the community? Because New Brunswick is growing. It's becoming more and more and more diverse every day. Exactly. There's more Afro-Caribbeans here in New Brunswick. There's more Africans. There's more people who can really appreciate food from Jamaica. Yeah. And for them to know that there are caterers who are not just experienced, but they're also trained and certified food handlers, and they're working things in the right order, and they can actually get them to cater for their events or maybe get some food for the family. That is so, you take off the burden from a lot of homes, from a lot of people, because it's part of what makes New Brunswick remain diverse. Yes. People will want to leave New Brunswick for the bigger provinces if they know they can find things like more diverse food out of there, and they can't find that here. And so you are actually contributing to the retention of immigrants and the diverse community here in New Brunswick.
Yeah, that's true.
And we also have to give a shout out to mamas.
That's where we get most of our stuff. That's where we get most of our stuff from. Mamas, she's on Mountain Road. But before even giving credit to Mama, there's some people that I have to give credit to. First of all, you, Demiola. I remember just when COVID hit and everybody was working from home, when I called and I was like, because when I came here, I couldn't find any Jamaican places to go eat. And we're like, this is amazing. And that's one of the things too that actually was very interesting to me to come here. I was like, you know what, I think I can come here and do something, because you know, I can't find any Jamaican place or any African place to go eat meals. And I remember the first black girl we saw her in a restaurant down at
Just Main Street.
Tide and Board.
Tide.
And everybody was like, oh my God, you know, it's the first black girl we saw, because there were not black people here. So we got excited, and I got excited because of that reason. I called and I got you, and you were so amazing on the phone with me. You listened. I was like, that's strange. I found this girl and she was so nice on the phone with me. She answered all my questions. She was like there. It came on even when I was telling him, I said, oh my God, these people here are just so amazing. Aww. I said, I called somebody on the phone. She took the time to answer all my questions. She said, if you need anything else, call me. And then from you talking to me, you led me to 3+.
Right.
And I did the course 3+ with Francois Calzoa.
Yes.
Calzoa. Yeah. And from there, he encouraged and he talked and he explained, and he, you know, it was such a nice course that I did. I mean, I didn't meet anybody in person because it was COVID.
Yeah.
So we did that course. I finished. We got our certificate, but he never left me out. You know, he's always saying, if you need me, call me, text me. And sometimes I didn't want to bother him. And then I met you and Francisco again.
Yes.
At the
it was the tribe event. Yeah.
Yeah, that Lily Lynch, she actually invited me to. I was supposed to actually do the meals. Fortunately, because of some things I didn't get to do it, so she turned it over to someone else. It was a beautiful event. I felt
absolutely.
Both of us, we were like, oh my God, this is so amazing to see a bunch of black people in the room, different colored black people. Some of them are successful, some of them are just starting out. So, you know, I thought from there things would have been, you know, going quicker for me. Unfortunately, it didn't. So, you know, that is just something that I have to put in the back burner and get on with my life. And then from there, I met, someone told me about the Baktush market.
Okay.
Said, oh, they're looking for vendors. I think you should apply. And, you know, I told him, I said, I applied. And then she said, oh, you have to come and see me this Saturday. We went there. She was so busy, she didn't have time. She's like, can you come back next week? They came back, we spoke to her, and she said, I'm going to give you a week. She gave me a week at the market, which turned out to be amazing. We had lineup for her food. Like, you know, it was just so amazing. I mean, it was kind of quick, and you know, it's like you're jumping into things that you're just kind of figuring out. Yeah. And from there, the 1 week she gave me, I'm there now with my own booth. You know, my husband and I are there every Saturday now. We're doing our thing, and it's just amazing. So the person that actually gave me that chance was actually Rachel Colette Richard. She's actually the executive director of the Baktush Farmers Market, and she's amazing. She believed in me. She always have my back. She always tried to inspire me and give me ideas, and you know, advise me on certain things, like because I didn't know a lot of stuff here, right? And she knows a lot of people, so she would inform me, like if I have anything, I go to her, and she's like, listen, this is so and so and so. You know, and from there I met another lady that they're friends. Her name is Suzanne. Can't remember Suzanne's first name. Shalmir. She's actually someone that runs the Atlantic Ballet in New Brunswick. Okay. And they had an event the other day called Impact Fest. Oh. I'm not sure if you heard about it. So she said, Orchid, you know, I'd like you to come because it's a festival for, you know, the same kind of thing that you're doing now, the Caribbean, Afro-Caribbean. They're going to be dances, and, you know, we want to do your food. And you know, that was just amazing. It was so awesome. I went there, met some dancers, I met beautiful people. They tried my food because I had to bring food there. Yeah. And it was an amazing experience that I've never experienced even when I was in Ontario. Oh, wow. So, you know, little by little things are happening. You know, it takes some time, but I give thanks to every one of you that I've been in contact with, that have try to encourage me and help me and kind of show me the way, you know, and I am blessed. My husband and I are blessed. So it's just an amazing ride right now. I don't want to get off.
Oh my gosh. So like, I feel like I'm having goosebumps just listening to your story, because it's a story of resilience and inspiration. Because like Tony said, you are a woman with so many talents, but you chose that one thing, and it's bringing out the expression. It's making all those great connections that you spoke about. And being in New Brunswick, the fact that being in New Brunswick is so enabling for the business and for this dream that you have made come true. I feel so inspired just listening to your story now. I'm not going to talk too much because I want to get into that. I really want to try that. And before we talk about what you have here, I want to have other people experience Orchid Kitchen. So how can we reach you? I know that you are always at the Buktush Market on Saturdays.
From 8 till 1.
From 8 till 1.
8 to 1,
And do you have like a roster where people know what you, maybe if you have specials and things that you're bringing in? And
well, that will be done on the Buktush website. Well, their Facebook website.
Okay.
If we're changing them, because we can't cook everything.
I can imagine.
There's too much.
There's too much.
And the preparation for it is kind of difficult for just that short period of time.
Okay.
So we try to have at least 4 different meat kind, but it's all. We were supposed to do white rice. Nobody wants
a white rice.
Yeah,
they want the rice.
They want the rice and
peas. So we kind of stick with that. We haven't even done soups as yet.
Oh wow!
And if we start doing soup, it's a different thing.
Oh stop, please! I'm not going. I'm not sure if I can make it to the end of the show with all the
so
you're calling.
So we do a little treats. So the treats will take off like the codfish fritter, the banana fritter, the dumplings. And we can't even do those. It's just people interested in the right plantains, plantains that comes with a meal. And we have a mango coleslaw that we do for the
which I brought you some of.
So it's difficult at certain time because we have
just both of us.
We have a menu board. And people come, we have a feature board of what we have, and they come, they say, oh, I want that. I'm like, I can't give it to you because I don't have it at the moment. So just check on the website, we will have it, and you can come and get it when you see it. But I've always advised people, right?
Call or text me or something.
Not even that, come early.
Yeah.
Because there's it's
you're always sold out.
Yes. The other day we sold out.
Majority of the times we sold out.
Wow. A couple weeks ago we actually sold out of everything. And then I had some pork in the fridge, and I said to him, you know what, we have rice. People are coming, just let them know there's no more chicken, but we have some pork. So I had to put more jerk pork in the oven. And by the end of the day, everything was done. I was sold out.
And this is not just for the Afro-Caribbean community.
No. We just had one customer, a new customer came. She came the week before, and everything was finished.
Yeah.
So she asked, she said, well, is there going to be curry chicken, the roti curry chicken?
Yeah.
So we said, yeah, we have the roti, so we'll do it. She said, you know what, I'll pay you now. And I need 6. So she was like, no, don't pay us now. Just wait, confirm in the middle of the week that you're coming.
Yeah.
And she said, no, I'm okay, sure. I'll come. So she called in the middle of the week and said, can you have it ready? She said, yeah, because we weren't planning on doing curry chicken. We were planning on probably going back to Oxdale or Currywood, right? So she says, we'll do the chicken. So she did that. She came and got 6 of them.
Wow.
A side of plantains, a side of rice and beans.
Oh, wow.
And then text her and said,
it's on my phone. It just made my head swell.
I'm so jealous of what the Buktush Market is getting. I think we need to bring you. We need to find a restaurant for you in the city of Moncton.
I know. Well, I did have they gave me a space in Dieppe, but the way the different setup in Baktouche is like it's my booth. I have a fridge there, stove, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In the diet market, you don't have that. You just have a table.
Right.
And with my food, I can't just have a table. That would mean that I would have to cook the night before, package them in containers such as this,
Right.
and then bring it in, and I don't want to do that.
Right.
At the market, I can cook everything fresh that morning because we get in there we get up at 6, sometimes we get there by 6:30, and we put everything in. I prep everything a couple of days before, put them in when we go in, and everything is cooked fresh.
Right.
So I don't have that. That's one of the reasons why I'm not in the diet market, and I don't have staff as well.
Right.
Because if that's the case, either I'm here and he's there with somebody else, we can't find any staff, so we just decided to just stick with Baktouche. And they've been very kind and to us. We have wonderful customers in that little town. I love it there. That was my dream place to come, and so far I moved there, and I'm really happy being in Baktouche because beautiful people, beautiful customers, not just customers from Baktouche. I have people from Rexton, from Rishibuktu, people that leave from Moncton to come there, to buy a meal. So we're excited,
And that's the hardest part of it, because when we hear, when we hear people coming from Moncton and, saying that, hey, I came here and I'm there's no food.
And it's sold out.
Yeah, it's like, people understand and say, hey, that's a good thing. But I'm like, nah, but for me, for both of us, it's like, sorry, we
feel
just,
bad.
we feel bad. Is there anything we can do? Do you want a treat just for your travel? So that's, if we have a lineup and people are waiting, we'd like to, share the treats and say,
we have
what?
treats, and it's
Try
there.
it,
We just try this,
They'll
try
come
that.
back the next week and say, you know what, I want that.
Yeah, a lady came, because I do cheesecakes too, or I do different cakes and all that stuff, and a lady came a couple weeks ago, and I had a piece of cheesecake, but most of it was broken off. And she's like, can I buy that? And I'm like, I'm not going to sell that to you, because it was, piece of, it wasn't cut off. So she's like, you sure? I said, no, take it. So I put it in a dish, and I served it to her. And she came back the next week, she bought 4 slices. Oh, wow. She goes, that cheesecake that you gave me was to die for. So I had to come back. She bought 4 slices. And that's just how it is. Sometimes you have to give to get, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not the kind of person to just have food there and somebody come and sometimes you give away a juice. A customer, she comes every week and she buys 2-3 juices.
Wow.
Saturday she was there.
The juices are wicked.
Yeah. We have 8 different fruit blend.
Ingredients.
Like cocktails or?
No,
they're
it's,
juice.
it's
If
just
you drink
juice.
it, it's like a
It's like a smoothie. But it's
So
mango, banana, orange, pineapple.
Okay, I think, as long as once there's a restaurant, all of this are going to be, we have to find a way to make that happen soon. And in Moncton, I can't wait any longer. I think.
You want to try the food?
Yes, I want to. So, do you want to walk us through?
Yes. So this
what
is
we have
actually
here?
This is jerk chicken.
That's the main thing that we
That's
sell.
one main thing we sell: jerk chicken and jerk pork. With this, it's rice and beans, but we say rice and peas in Jamaica. So it's and it's fried plantain, and then this is the mango coleslaw that goes with it, just in case. We try to put sweet things just in case, because sometimes people, I kind of dumb the sauce down, but I still think it's spicy. At least you have the plantains and you have the coleslaw to kind of,
take up the heat
some of the
somewhat.
heat off.
Yeah, no, I love heat. I love the
Yes.
heat. Bring the heat on.
So dig in, and try it and let everybody know what it tastes. What it
Please,
tastes like.
I've been waiting for that since you started. I'm gonna go for the jerk chicken first of all.
Grab a napkin.
Sure.
Just in case.
Yeah, thank you.
You okay?
I'm good. My taste buds are just dancing and that is good.
And that's something I always prepare food with love, and what I don't want for myself, that's my motto. If it's not fresh and right, I'm not going to do it. So everything is always made fresh, and when you eat it, you have to come back. You know what I mean? So yeah.
This is good. Plantains I'm used to, so
yes. That you know what it tastes like. But so this in Jamaica is
And then
like,
you have the mango
and then you have
coleslaw.
I'm
right?
gonna go into that
yes.
one. I probably should have started with that,
With the
but
coleslaw, yes.
It doesn't really matter because a lot of people just will eat that. I remember one person coming and ordering a whole thing of it.
oh wow. Now I've found a reason not to cook on weekends.
Well, that's what our customer said when she bought the 6 roaches.
Yes,
Just says, I'll just store it.
And then I have a friend. She also has a business in Moncton. Her name is Sarah as well. Mystic Mountain. She has a shop. Mystic Moon.
Mystic Moon, yeah.
Yes. So her and her fiance drove up. She's like, Orchid, I'm coming. So she came and she bought some jerk chicken, rice and beans, and she texted me and said, oh my God, that chicken is to die for. 'Cause chicken wings, she did the chicken wings.
Yes.
So, so far I'm getting good reviews from customers. They like the food. Well, I shouldn't say they like the food. They love the food, so.
Love.
Yes.
Yeah,
That is really good. And
Thank you.
thank you so much for giving me this treat, because this was a treat. I think I'm going to make my way to the Buktush market.
Would love to see you.
I'm going to come join that queue.
Yeah, would love to see you guys. Like, I try to go out and see people and tell them, what I do. I give out my business cards, and some people show up. Sometimes I don't see them, but eventually I said, oh, I met you so and so, and which is nice, especially during the month of May, June, July.
Yeah.
We have a lot of tourists in Buktush, and people come from all over, and there's so many people there. But I have really wonderful customers. I'm getting new customers every day, and the people that actually, give me that boost of confidence. I 100%, I appreciate everybody from the bottom of my heart. You included. Francisco, Rochelle Colliet from the Buktush Market, Suzanne from the ballet, Atlantic Ballet, even Lily Lynch. I give you all of you props, because you people had my back no matter what. I mean, I don't keep in touch with you all the time, but you've always been there. If I need you, I can pick up the phone and call. And it was just a pleasure to see you the last time, and then we've been talking after that, and you said, Orchid, I want to do this with you, and I'm like, I was so excited. So I'm so grateful and thankful for everything. Especially my husband, like, he's been there, my ride or die. He's with me all the time. I know we both kind of butt heads sometimes, but we both want the best for each other, and that's what we try to do,
Thank you so much, Orchid and Tony. It's been my pleasure. The pleasure is mine. I'm so glad that we were able to make this connection again, and the fact that you were able to share with me a taste of your world, a taste of your kitchen. It's absolutely amazing. That is a really, really an amazing dish.
Thank you.
I can't wait to dig in further.
I know you're not going to dig in on camera, so
absolutely. I have to say you are doing a great job in the community. The fact that you are not holding back on your dream, you're not holding back on yourself, and regardless of the challenges that you have faced in here, you have still decided to go ahead. And Tony, the support that you're giving to her, that is huge. And I want to say thank you, because you are part of the work happening here in New Brunswick, helping to retain diversity, and that really does mean a lot to us. So thank you once again for joining us on the show.
Thank you so much for having us, Daniela. I really appreciate it. Thank you.